Shut up and sit down.
Yo people, welcome back to the hardware review, and we are with Asvape. We're taking a look at the Hita Ink. Yes, it's a pod mod. 1500 mAh built-in battery. You can do mouth to lung and direct to lung, and it comes in some funky colours. Look at that. You can see a bit of panderage on there. There we go. I think they're taking a little bit off the Michael. Well, let's get on with the review like we normally do. This is the box. This is everything you do get in the box. And that was the box. So let's start top to bottom like we normally do. We'll start off with the pod itself. It is a 510 drip tip. It is interchangeable, so if you've got your own, you can put it in there. Now, it does come with two drip tips. It comes with a mouth to lung and also a direct to lung. As you can see, the bore's a little bit smaller on the MTL. And like I said, it is interchangeable. Now, the actual pods themselves, they only come in Ultim. I would have liked to have seen them maybe come in a clear plastic or maybe a frosted or even that darkened plastic. But no, it just comes in Ultim. And I know quite a number of people don't like Ultim. Now, it comes in a 3mm and also a 2mm TPD compliant. It is a side fill, as you can see. Now, this is a new pod. On the pod that I've been using, it does get a little bit easier to actually open, but when you first use it, it is a little bit hard to open. You've got a really big juice port there. I've had no problems with filling it, no airlocks or anything like that. Just fill it up there, push it back down, and you are ready to go. Now, at the bottom, you have got a metal plate that is magnetic. That's what actually fits into the mod. If we just turn it, it's a quarter turn. And it opens up like that. And that's where the coil actually sits. Now, if you have a little look on the side, you'll see your airflow is there. A little bit closer. Your airflow is there, and it is mirrored on the other side. Now, I will show you when we put it onto the mod. It actually works inside the mod. It turns, and that's how you control your airflow. Your coil itself is push and fit. The one that comes pre-installed is the 3 ohm coil, and that is mesh. There we go. Have a little look at it. Remember, when you do first prime it, leave it for 5 minutes when you put it inside. Just put a couple of drops there and around the sides. Fill it up and leave it for 5 minutes. You also get in the kit, you get a mouth to lung coil. And this is a 1 ohm. Now, when I've been putting this 1 ohm in, it's actually been reading at 1.3. 1.2, 1.3. Again, make sure you prime it up, stick a couple of drops in the top. You can't really see in the top of there. Now, when you do change the coil on the 1 ohm, it's a little bit like the PAL. That has got its airflow at the bottom. So when you do change your coil, you just screw it into there. So make sure you don't throw this away because you'll be rooting through the bin. And I have done that quite a number of times. Now, you can get other coils for this. You can get a 0.5 ohm coil. That is mesh, and this is all the Hita series coils fit this. Just before we go any further, you also get, you have to buy this separately, you also get an RBA deck. You have a little look at this. You get some goodies in here. Never get my fingers in here. There we go. So you actually get the base. Now this is so you can put it into the mod and burn your coils, so you can get rid of them hot spots. So there's your actual base, and that just fits into the mod itself. And then you get your RBA deck. You get some extra spares. You also get an Allen key in there. Sod's law, drop it, Aiden, well done. There we go. So that is your RBA deck. Even though we have just dropped it. To get into that, just unscrew it. Let me have a little look around the deck. It is quite a big airflow on there at the bottom. Put your coils across and obviously then you wick it that way. Yep, that's your RBA deck. Again, you have to buy this separately and then roll it back a little while so it just catches. and then screw it in. And that is your RBA deck. So when you fit in the coil itself, you've got the airflow there and the airflow on there. Just make sure you marry it up. It is just push in when you find it. Just push it in like so. Get your little disc, put it in, twist it like so, and it is all ready to go. So the Hita Ink, it's got some funky designs, this. I think they've took it from the Michael. And if you actually look on their website, it tells you all what this actually means. The graffiti style. I do like the look of it. I'm not overly that keen, if I'm honest with you, with the graffiti sort of style. They do a black one as well. That's a black one. That's the one I've been using. I do quite like the look of this one. I wish they'd done a few more colours like this, but they've only got the black. I will show you the colours a little bit later on. Like I said, they've took the sort of design from the Michael. This is like rubberized. This is zinc alloy. Now the front, they're saying they've took it from the Strider. Now the buttons, not janky at all. It is a really well-made device. You've got your fire button, you've got your screen, your plus and your minus, and you've also got your Type-C charging. It is a 1,500 mAh battery in there. It is 5 volt, 1 amp charging. They're saying it takes roughly about 90 minutes to charge. If you have a little look on the bottom, it tells you it is the Hita. You've got your Don't Vape in a Bin kite marks and designed by Asvape. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. If you have a little look at the screen, you've got your battery indicator. It tells you it's the Hita, your wattage. You've got your ohms, you've got your voltage, your puff counter, and your time. And you've got your little lock there for when it's locked. And that is basically the menu. There is nothing more to this. Now, when you press the fire button and also the plus button, it locks it. Now, that locks the plus and the minus and also the fire button. I can't understand why they've done the fire button as well, but they have. Now, when you unlock this, it doesn't come up on the screen. You have to have a little look at the lock on the side. So you're holding the fire button and the plus button and the lock changes. I was there for absolutely ages thinking, why is this not working? It wasn't coming up with unlocked. All the way up to 40 watts. 1 watt increments, but it doesn't round robin. All the way back down to 5. If you have a little look, you've got your puff counter. If you press the minus and the fire button, it clears your puff counter. And that is roughly the menu. That is how simple it is. So this has smart wattage. So what it does is it basically reads the ohms of the coil and tells you the best wattage. So we're at 30 watts now. If we get the 1 ohm coil, just put that in. You'll see it changes to 10 watts. Now if we take that out, like so, and put in the 3 ohm coil, it'll take you to 30 watts. You can change it, which I really do like. Some they actually lock off so you can't change it. But there we go, it's 35 watts. Put the 1 ohm in, and it takes it down to 10. Now when you've got the pod, to put it on, so that, and you'll feel it just sits in like that. And then that lets you move the airflow. So locks off that side, and then you can adjust it that way. And that's how the airflow adjusts. And it is mirrored on both sides. You can actually see through that. I think if I put, there you go. You can see through it. So that's wide open. So that's locked off. And there you go. You can't see through it. And the airflow works really, really well. So that's basically the Hita Ink. So that was the Hita Ink. Yes. Let's go top to bottom like we normally do. We'll start off with the pod itself. It is a 3mm pod, unless it's TPD compliant, then it will be a 2mm pod. Comes with 2 drip tips. You can either have a mouth to lung or a direct to lung. No problem with the drip tips at all. You can put your own in there if you want to. The problem that I have got with the pod itself, it only comes in Altum. I would have liked to see different colours, you know, like a clear one or a frosted, or even a darkened plastic, because you do get a black one. Not only these funky colours, I will just put above my shoulder now so you can see. I think there's 9 different colours. I would have liked to see a different actual coloured pod. Side fill, I've had no problem with that. No airlocks or anything like that. There's been no leakage. The coils that you get with it, you get a 0.3 ohm mesh and you also get a 1 ohm mesh. Now the 3 ohm mesh comes out, they've got that smart wattage, so that's coming out at 30 watts. I've roughly got it about 35 watts. Now the airflow, wide open. Corking clouds, and really good flavour off this. I am really, really chuffed with these coils. They're really nice coils. Now that's with the airflow wide open. If you wanted a little bit more of a warmer vape and a little bit more restriction on it, you can dial that airflow in and maybe up it to 40 watts. And it'll take 40 watts all day long. Medium direct to lung. When you can dial it in, you can get a really nice restrictive direct to lung from it. Also gives you a little bit more of a warmer vape. Like I said, really corking coils on the 0.3 ohm. On the 1 ohm, the mouth to lung, again, I've swapped over the drip tip on it. Now, when you put the actual coil in, it's coming out at 1.3 ohms. Now, I've tried 2 different coils and they're both coming out between 1.2 and 1.3. They are saying it is a 1 ohm coil. When you put it in, it comes as 10 watts with the smart wattage. I've been roughly running it about 13 watts. A loose mouth to lung. Again, really good coils, really good flavour, really good clouds. When you do actually restrict it, you're getting a nice warm mouth to lung vape. A restricted mouth to lung as well. Not overly restricted, but it's a restricted mouth to lung. Also really enjoyed using the RBA deck. Very, very simple to build on. I've had no problems with that. What I do like about this smart wattage is sometimes you've been getting devices where they've been using this smart wattage, but they haven't been letting you change it, so it's sort of locked at the smart wattage. Where with this, even though you put in the pod in, and it's saying that it's best at 30 watts, you can push it a little bit more. But I'm really enjoying the flavour from it. Now the device itself, we've got to fit it in. It is nice and ergonomical, fits in your hand. This is really, really well made. You've got that rubberized round the side, zinc alloy. Like I said, you've got these funky colours. You've also got it in the black. I would have liked to see maybe some more colours, you know, like your silver and maybe a red or a blue or something like that. But if you're not into your funky colours or your funky designs, you can just go for the black one. 1,500 mAh, Type-C charging, big thumbs up for that. Roughly takes around about 90 minutes to fully charge it. Now, if you're using the mouth to lung at 12 watts, you're going to get easily a day and maybe a little bit more. If you're using the 0.3 ohm coil and using it as a direct to lung, again, it's down to how you're actually vaping. If you're chain vaping, you're going to get less from it, but you're roughly getting about 7 hours out of it. And that's, to be honest with you, I've been using the direct to lung. Absolutely corking. I've had no leakage or anything like that. I've got some Crimson Seed from a Rochford project, really nice. Like I said, Type-C charging, 5 volt, 1 amp. Now, one of the big things that I love about this is look at that screen. You're not going to have any problems at all seeing that out in the sun. I really do like that. It's a very vibrant screen. Very simple. There's no menu really to it. It's wattage up and wattage down. Simple to lock, simple to unlock. It's going to be one of them devices that somebody, again, it's giving them choices if they want a mouth to lung or a direct to lung. And you've also got airflow. Loving the airflow that you can dial it in. So it's an all-rounder. It's not a ginormous mod. It's something you can take out shopping to the pub. It fits in your pocket. It's not overly weighty. And as I've already said, it is ergonomical and fits in your hand. I really do like this device. It really is nice. It's a nice little device. Again, if you're doing the mouth to lung, you're going to get a full day out of it. But I've been using it more as a direct to lung. The RBA section is, you actually have to buy that separately. I normally say, I would have liked to see them include that in the kit. Even if you charge a little bit more for it, stick it in the kit. Now, you have got a chance to win one of these. you need to get over to the Asvape Instagram page. I will just put that down there for you. I can't put any links in the description. YouTube don't like it, but I will just put their address there. So get yourself over to Instagram and join in the giveaway. You can win yourself one of these. All in all, I do like this device. Nice and mini, simple to use. There's no overcomplicated menus. No leakage. Decent coils, decent flavour, decent clouds. Decent battery life. What more can I say? Big thumbs up for the Hita Ink. Big shout out to Asvape for sending this out for review. This has been another review by Little Bro. If you like the review, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the subscribe buttons in the corner. Give it a press again to new magic number. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go and hit me up, people. And also, if you want to join the madness, press that join button. You get extra videos and your name up at the front of it. Join that button, support the channel. Join that button, press that button, and support the channel. Big love, people. Look after yourself, and there's one last thing to say. Keep them juices flowing. Don't forget to check out my latest video. Also, don't forget to check out 3 Men and a Vape Show live at 8 PM every Wednesday. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll catch you later.